From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Ants Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday. The weekend is almost here. I mean, we still got to get through two more work days, really, because, of course, today is the start of the day. But we are going to be looking at more cool and unsettled weather moving in. I got to tell you, looks like we got some cold air moving in over the weekend, and you think the snow levels yesterday were low. We'll be looking at lower snow levels by the time we do get into the weekend. And this is going to create probably the potential for more travel delays. And I'm thinking about areas west of I-5, Highway 299, Buckhorn Summit, possibility for some chain requirements there on Saturday. And of course, your typical spots there as well. East of I-5, we're going to see a chain requirements probably galore. North on I-5, I think there may be some impacts there as well as you start heading north into northern Shasta County and not to mention into Siskiyou County as well. So there are going to be some areas that weren't impacted by this last storm that I do think will have some impacts as we go into your Saturday. And we'll take a closer look at Futurecast here in a second, but let's get you out the door today. It's a chilly start to the day. I mean, we're going to be looking at temperatures low to even mid-30s for the valley this morning, and then later this afternoon in the mid-50s. It'll be dry in the valley today. You're still going to see some clouds out there, but it's still going to be dry out there. Then we're taking it to Siskiyou and Modoc County. There's a weak disturbance passing to our north. This is going to bring us a chance for a few isolated snow flurries in the higher elevations, a few sprinkles here and there. But today is not a big rain or snow event. It's just going to be the potential for some activity to the north. And we take a look at the eastern mountains, and I'm expecting dry conditions for you today, just a cold start to the day. Now for the north coast, a chance for some isolated showers here throughout the day. That's for the coast, for the inland areas, and not to mention Trinity County. But don't cancel any outdoor plans today, okay? Because anything we do see is going to be few and far between. It'll be fairly light, and it won't really have a huge impact. It's Saturday that we're talking about bigger impacts. All right, so you can see the clouds that moved in last night. Of course, it didn't really bring us any rain, but we're still seeing some clouds filtering in. You can see this all here. That's going to be coming in. And it's a weak disturbance, and it may be able to squeeze out just a little bit of moisture for some of those light showers I was talking about, which we'll get to here in a second. But I want to show you what's going on here, a cool blast, if you will, coming in from the north. This is going to be the setup and at least the source of cold air that we're going to need for those lower snow levels I was telling you about. So this colder air is moving in for your Saturday. Let's take a look at the rain and snow forecast. Okay, so here it is today. Again, you see this disturbance kind of pushing through. It's mainly to our north, but we are seeing a stray sprinkle light shower, even for parts of Trinity County, but in particular Del Norte Humboldt, Siskiyou County, and Modoc County. I think everywhere else, for the most part, will be dry today. Okay, then we take you into your Friday. Oh man, what a great way to wrap up the work week. I tell you what, it's going to be a gorgeous day. I mean, it's still going to be cool out there. Don't let the sunny skies kind of fool you. I mean, you're going to step outside, you'll still feel a bit of that nip in the air, but it's going to be a dry day. You're going to look out in the distance and see the mountains and go, wow, what a beautiful place we live in. I mean, we're going to see the snow-capped mountains from the valley, right? If you live in the mountains, of course, you'll see some of that as well. It's going to be gorgeous on Friday. Now, look at Saturday. This is where we're talking about the setup here. 6 a.m. I mean, it really comes in full force. And look at the snow. Now, another thing, too, I mean, we're talking heavy snow at times. So we want to talk about chain requirements. Where we saw them yesterday morning, we're going to see them again Saturday morning for pretty much everywhere in some other locations. Now, look at this. Look around Weaver. Here's the Highway 299 corridor. You see that pink? That's a rain-snow mix Saturday morning. And that's also a bit of a rain-snow mix near Hayfork as well. So snowflakes in Weaverville, Hayfork? Absolutely. You're going to be right there on that borderline of where the rain and transitions over, or where the snow, that is, transitions back over to rain. Okay, but what I'm going to do here is take you into the noon hour on Saturday. And we're beginning to see slightly warmer air move in. So you'll see, looks like the chances for snow in Weaverville, Hayfork at this point in time at noon are going to be slimmer, and we'll probably see better conditions on Highway 299 as a result. But you can see some of the heavier rainfall. But snow in Mount Shasta, absolutely. Alturas, Aden, Bernie. Bernie, you're going to be kind of looking at that snow, much like we did see on yesterday morning. Susanville, Chester, Quincy, right, you can see all of the snow. And again, the darker shades of blue indicating that moderate to heavy snow. Okay, now we take you into Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. The bulk of the activity has now moved down to the south. So you see how things are drying out to the north. We're still seeing some activity, especially out towards Plumas, southern portions of Lassen County. But even in the valley, we're still seeing some showers kind of lingering. All right, let's take a look at your forecast rain totals. And really, we're going to kind of focus on the valley here and the coast because, of course, that's where we're going to see most of the rain. Of course, we're also looking at Weaverville at 1.2 inches. But you can see this is not going to bring us a ton of rain, but I do think we're going to see some heavy downpours, or should we say a period in the morning, in particular on Saturday, when we see the heaviest rainfall, and then it turns over to lighter rain by Saturday afternoon for the valley. But again, this is the typical footprint we've been seeing this season, where it kind of just shuts itself off east of the valley, and we just don't typically see as much in the way of precipitation as you head into southern Cascades and northern Sierra. I mean, that's been pretty much the song and dance we've been dealing with here for quite a while. But I mean, look at the rain we're still seeing along the coast, looking pretty good. And even Mount Shasta doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot either. Do you want to mention the winter weather alerts? This right here is going to be changing. We're going to be watching, probably more of these winter weather alerts throughout the afternoon today. As we go through the afternoon, more winter weather alerts, maybe even some winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories. You get the idea. We're looking at main headline with this winter storm coming in on Saturday, snow level between 2,000 and 3,000 feet. So again, borderline Hay Fork, Weaverville, right? Blowing snow and reduced visibility. I think the winds will pick up, especially off to the east. And we'll be looking at blizzard-like conditions. So the winds are blowing, we're seeing snow, that can reduce that visibility. And of course, travel delays and chain requirements. That's also going to be the big headline as we go into, especially your Saturday morning and even Saturday afternoon. Here's some of the forecast snow totals. And yeah, look at this. I mean, Futurecast is picking up on the potential for some light accumulation for places like Weaverville and Hay Fork. Not a lot, but you could. And look at Mount Shasta City, maybe some snow there. We saw 1 to 3 inches of snow yesterday morning for Mount Shasta City, depending on where you are. And we could be looking at about the same, if not maybe a little bit more. And you can see it in Bernie, Chester, all these areas seeing the potential for some accumulating snow. Of course, what that means is when we're looking at these lower elevation snow levels in the mountain communities, that also means chain requirements. It also means travel delays. All right, so let's talk about those winds I was just talking about. Of course, not today. Not tomorrow. I mean, I'm not concerned about the winds over the next couple of days, but here we are on Saturday. You see how the winds are picking up. So you combine the winds with that snow, and again, you have that reduced visibility. So again, we're seeing the elevated winds, but not a major wind event by any stretch. All right, so here we go. Now we're taking a look at the long range. Really, quite honestly, I mean, we've still got this, what I like to call just a parade of storms over the eastern Pacific. We see one after another come in. But we're seeing it in breaks, right? So you can see Monday, not a lot going on. Then you can see another system coming down on Tuesday. Yeah, some more rain for the valley, more snow in the mountains. We take you into your Wednesday. You see how we see another little push coming in? That could be the case going into Thursday as well. But we're not seeing any major gigantic storm coming off the Pacific and just dumping a ton of snow or dumping a ton of rain and giving us major problems. Yes, chain requirements are going to be something we'll be dealing with here, but that's something we're used to. But it's not going to be a massive major impact. Okay, so here's your precipitation outlook. This is good to see, right? Because yesterday, this was all in that gray color, indicating kind of equal chances of above or below normal rainfall. But when we start getting in the greens, that's just a sign to say, hey, you know what? There is a better chance that we'll see wetter than normal conditions than drier than normal conditions. It doesn't mean we're going to see a ton of rain, right? But it just means that, yeah, we've got the rain in the forecast, or the precipitation, let's put it that way. And look at this too. This is helping also to support those lower snow levels. We're continuing to see the better chances of below normal temperatures. By the way, there is a beach hazard statement for tomorrow, basically through the day tomorrow. And this is typically when we talk about those sneaker waves, where you're on the beach, the beach, the waves look calm and not a big issue, and then suddenly you get this big rush of water coming in along the beach. That's where you get the problems, and that's where it's important for you to stay safe and vigilant if you are going to be on the beaches tomorrow. All right, so here are your wave heights, and there you can see as we go into this afternoon, 10 to 12 feet. This is one of the reasons why, of course, we're seeing that beach hazard statement, right? We're seeing those wave heights begin to increase a bit here, even as you do get closer to the coast for your Friday. All right, so here's your marine forecast for today. South winds at 5 to 15 knots, waves from the west at 12 feet in about 13 seconds. There's your high and low tide for today and this morning, and of course this afternoon you got your low tide, your sunrise and sunset, and there's that small craft advisory at least through this afternoon, but then it should be allowed to expire after that. All right, here is your exclusive Weather NorCal neighborhood forecast. We're going to take you neighborhood by neighborhood. Here is a look at Trinity County. There you can see those temperatures in the upper 40s. There's your 7-day forecast for Weaverville. You don't get to see that anywhere else, do you? Right here at Weather NorCal you do, though. There you can see, of course, the chance for showers Saturday. Sunday, it is going to be dry, but there you can see those snow levels dropping. So yes, you see a little bit of rain-snow mix in there, and that's going to be the case here as we go into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All right, let's take a look at your North Coast neighborhood forecast. Here it is. Isolated showers today. Nothing major. Don't cancel those plans. Dry Friday. Saturday, of course, you got the rain coming in. And then I think a bit of a break on Sunday, and then more often on chances. It's going to be unsettled next week. Unsettled, you know what that means? I've said that before, right? You have that mix of sun, some clouds, and a few showers from time to time. And of course, some of those showers will be heavier at times on some of those days too. Here is your inland 7-day forecast. Yeah, a chance for a few isolated showers today. But otherwise, by tomorrow, it dries out. Rain coming in Saturday, could be heavy at times. And then Sunday, it's dry, and that unsettled weather pattern going into next week. Here's your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. There you can see Etna, about 40 degrees, 42 degrees in Fort Jones. There again is that slight chance for some isolated activity, but dry for tomorrow. Temperatures upper 30s, low 40s for Siskiyou County. Same story for Modoc as far as those temperatures are concerned, right around 40, about 42 degrees in Aden, Tule Lake about 38, and there's Alturas with a high of 40. So yes, still a chance for some isolated snow flurries here as well today. Nothing to really write home about. That should not be 2,000. That should be 0. We're not talking about snow levels. A little typo there. But there you can see Saturday. We do have, of course, that chance for more showers. Snow levels 2,000 feet. And then Sunday, it's dry. All right, let's take a look at your eastern mountains. And there you can see your forecast here. I don't think we're going to see any rain today. So I think we can call for dry conditions here, no isolated showers, but some clouds. Sunny, though, for your Friday. Temperatures today are going to be in the low to mid 40s, although places like Shingletown, for example, closer to the upper 40s for those daytime highs. Here is your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by our friends over at Historic Haas Farms. And of course, you can see here showers on Saturday. Sunday, you're looking at dry conditions as well as Monday, and then more showers coming in for Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's your Valley neighborhood forecast up to the north. And of course, there's a look at Red Bluff. 7-day forecast, pretty much anywhere you go in the valley, your 7-day forecast, at least the chances for rain are all pretty much going to be the same. Temperatures really not changing a whole lot either there, but you can see the dry conditions today in Redding. It looks like Friday, looking at sunny skies, showers on Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, you see a bit of a break with more showers coming in by next Tuesday and Wednesday.